before I do anything, I'm just gonna quickly look at some of the mods that I've already learned. Come take a seat. No, that's fine. You guys run it. At least this way I can dedicate the next 14 minutes at least uninterrupted. And then if I need more time up until, you know. So, by all means, if you're over there in the spectator box, give me a score count. Let me know who's winning. Alright, so today we're in my shelter. We're going to be looking into legendary crafting. I previously had 2 other sessions where one was dedicated to weapons, the other armor. I find myself very lucky with the amount of things that I've broken down to actually get all the things that are in front of me right now. I'm going to be focusing on armor today, if I do have the ability to also sneak in, let's say, some weapons too. We'll try to do that as well, but I'm going to be doing both normal armor and power armor. I'm thinking that it's probably a smarter idea for somebody like me who doesn't prioritize power armor as highly to try to get some of those done first, just so at least if I don't need let's say to learn something as, well, this is a bad example. Let's just say aristocrats. Let's say I break this down and I get aristocrats. That means then I don't have to break aristocrats down on other armor pieces, but we'll definitely take a stab at trying to get a few of these today. I'm definitely looking for a lot of the more sought after ones. For myself, I have mostly the ability to make a leveling set, unyielding, intelligence, sentinel. I'm working on other sets as well, like my everyday sets, my pre 100 score set, my post 100 score set, basically. So in all of this, whatever I can pick up is going to be useful. My current goal would be a mixture of things like AP regen, let's say overeaters, and less explosion damage. There's a few other things too, like strength, endurance, weapon weight reduction, I think would be very useful. Maybe even bolstering. So a lot of those items are in my stash currently. Not my stash, my inventory. I've combed through quite literally years of hoarding items, and it finally's paid off. But let's start getting into this. I have kind of a list of what I think I should break down first, although I would argue maybe I should break down some other things first, and then after a few times of not getting a successful legendary mod learned, then go back to something else. But it's supposed to be all RNG, right? Or they'll say it's streamer luck. Alright, so fingers crossed. And then there's some items, as well as a disclaimer, that look like maybe I shouldn't break them down. Maybe I should keep them, re-roll them myself, try to sell them. I'm very well aware of that. Some of these are going to be painful for me to break down, but I've already said my goodbyes. So let's see. I'm going to go and start with... You know what? I think I'm just going to go just straight down the line. The original goal was like break down the bolstering stuff first, the life-saving, the overeaters, but I think it's not really going to make a difference. So here we go. Here goes nothing. And then I don't want to break everything down, just specific things that have things like endurance, weapon weight reduction. Intelligence I already was able to learn. For something like this, I'm looking for weapon weight and still nothing so far. Auto stim heavy, no. I think I got that today during an event. Auto stim strength, I already have sentinel learned. Food, drink, and chem weight is what I would be looking for. Bolstering, endurance, and weapon weight, all 3 of these would be a good call for me. Nothing. Bolstering again, I'm still looking for. AP Cavalier, bolstering. I'd rather have the bolstering and the AP. Some more bolstering. Intelligence we were able to get recently too.
Weapon weight reduction. Bolstering? No. Chameleon receive less explosion damage, and then Sentinel I already have. AP regen, please? If I ask nicely, no. AP regen, Chameleon I don't care about. So I was given a Sentinel mod out of that. That's actually pretty good, because now that saves me from having to spend modules to make that. So that's good so far, out of all the things it could have given me, you know? And I do want the less explosion damage. The thing is, something like this could be good for a troubleshooter's set, for what I'm looking for. It's heavy leather. I like the idea of going into encrypted and having as much defense and resistance against the robot. So now if I take it a step further and hunt down my heavy leather set, I'm going to skip on that one. And I guess I got 2 heavy leather pieces today. This isn't from my stash. I think this is from events today. Maybe eviction notice was pretty nice to us. Let's see. Cloaking, no. Some of these I just need to break down at the machine. When do you think they're going to give us a portable machine to put at our camps? What do you guys think?
Shut up and take my money.
Less explosion damage, yeah. AP regen. I'm going to get exterminators, I feel it. All the stuff that I don't want. Strength, I do want. AP regen. Endurance. Nope. Oh, not Gold Slayers. AP regen. We're really going for AP regen. I got a lot of those pieces put to the side. Explosive damage and junk weight reduction. Weapon weight reduction. Explosion damage. Food. What is the food one called? I already forget. Endurance or life saving. So this is a whole stretch of life saving. I feel like I'm going to get life saving over the next few. I didn't mean a mod. So as I say that, I got a life saving mod added. Hopefully in a few more scraps, I'll actually get that. Endurance or life saving, please. Weapon weight reduction. Some more life saving. Endurance is always good. AP and weapon weight reduction. Last few life saving ones. Very last one. Alright, so didn't get lucky with life saving, that's fine. I want to mod this in the future. It has AP regen, it's got Sentinel. So instead of weightless, I would re-roll that into troubleshooters. And that is a heavy leather piece. I'm not going to break that down. I will break this down. Nope. Yep. Give us something good. AP regen. What is it called? Powered? Endurance. We unlocked endurance. So that's one of the main roles I was looking for. Now we have overeaters that I'm going to start breaking down. See, now that I just unlocked something, part of me feels like I should go to a different category that I don't care as much about, and then come back, you know, like if I don't care about weightless as a primary affix, let's just say, like just break down a bunch of these, and then go back to overeaters again after like a few unsuccessful ones. I don't know, it's all RNG supposedly. Supposedly. Weightless.
Weightless strength. Actually, I have weightless learned already, so I'm just looking for the other ones. AP and limb damage. It's all RNG. I'll leave a few of those that go back to overeaters. Who knows? Because then the idea is, should you have a few duds in the mix, or should they all be exactly what you want? Alright, last overeaters. Alright, so no overeaters today. I do still have a chance at a few other things. So weapon weight reduction is still on the table. AP regen. Weapon weight. Explosive would be good. I only need like 1 or 2 of those per set if I really want to use that for, not even per set, but for something like an everyday occurrence. AP regen, please. No. Troubleshooters would be useful. If I could swap that over, strength as well. AP regen, no. So that's added. That's not crafting learned. So I got another sentinel. That's actually pretty good again to have that as a mod. Troubleshooters. It's troubleshooters, break it down. Less explosive damage. Alright, so now onto the unyielding pieces. I already have unyielding learned, but AP regen, weapon weight reduction. Nope, not this one. That'll be a giveaway piece, because I already have unyielding and intelligence. That's a 2-star. This one has ammo weight reduction. We're still looking for that. We were given an unyielding piece, okay. That's good. That saves me from making that too. AP regen. Nope. Strength I'm still looking for. Vanguard I will also take. Explosive damage seems useful. I'd rather have AP instead of explosive though. If I was gonna do 4 of 5 pieces, it would be AP and then the 1 of 5 explosive. That or do like 2 and 3. Something like that. Alright, agility is useful. Still looking for Vanguard. On to the last so many. I'll actually break it down this way. This is from an event we did earlier. Okay, weight reduction. So we added weightless as a mod. Still looking for weapon weight reduction. On to the last few. Most wanted? Oh my. AP regen Vanguard. Nope. Endurance. Nope. And I think that's the last one. I think there might have been one more in the mix. That was a maybe, and I skipped over it. I know, because those were leather pieces. So that's all the armor I have today. So basically, I was able to walk away with endurance and a bunch of box mods. So the ability to then, oops, don't do that. To then have a few sentinel pieces. Let's see. Yeah, a few of these. A powered was in the middle. Yeah, the weightless, unyielding, and life-saving. These are actually pretty useful for me to add. So even if I don't have the ability to make them, I now have at least that. So I'm still hunting down things like weapon weight reduction, AP regen, let's say life-saving and overeaters.
Oh yeah, less explosion damage. And then there's still a few other ones that I'll be happy getting, but I just gotta keep grinding out. Gotta keep grinding out some more. Just to keep, you know, collecting more, buying more, doing some more events. Other things. Because at the end of the day, I do have a lot of stuff already learned, which I'm very happy about. Endurance, getting endurance today, I think was great for me, considering down the road I'd like to work on some sort of like really high health build, just to test things out more so than anything. And I know it's like you maybe don't want to make certain builds, you might not want to make certain builds untradeable for the sake of testing things, but in my mind, like, Vanguards might not be the ideal endurance set, just because if you wear endurance, even if you have higher health, as soon as you start losing health, you're not getting the same damage resist. But at least, maybe, like, bolstering. Considering I'm somebody who's always at, like, a low health threshold, if you have a ton of health, that means the threshold that you are then at whatever optimal thing for Bloodied is now a much higher, like, HP, right? So that's kind of my thinking, where I might be like, you know what, let's have some fun with a bolstering build. Maybe have like one thing like explosive, a couple things AP, and then the rest endurance. That's kind of like my mind right now. I have a lot of these more so on paper. I'm not going to commit to them until I really think about the build I want to build, because at the end of the day, even if I can make these, it's going to take me a little bit of time to find the right pieces to swap out, because I'm looking for the ideal, you know, it has 2 of 3 really good rolls, and all I need to do is swap one out. So the good news is, between the things that I can make and just what I got today, I know that I can work on my, let's say, leveling set, and I can increase, you know, my intelligence by that much more. There we go. Good call. Big, thank you for the nuke. Where's that landing? So I don't really have a ton of intelligence, but if I can work on my own set right now and just plan, like, I think my chest is actually intelligence, and that's a tradable piece. I would not break this down. The other ones would need work. I don't think the other ones have intelligence. So I could turn this into an unyielding intelligence sentinel piece, you know? I could potentially work on something like that. Or I could make it something, you know, if I'm in the middle of a fight with a boss, if I want AP regen to be at the top of my list, I might not be able to craft it currently, but the ability to go through and just add the mod down the road. I'm going to put some thought again before I really commit. I'm just collecting mods at this point and still looking for more things to break down. I keep combing through characters from previous years, or I should say characters that are containing previous year's items, and each character still has a decent amount of things I can break down. I'm not trying to basically go for broke and just deposit everything I have, because then I also have the idea that as we're collecting all these different mods, what if future content that we already know, we're being teased that there's going to be 4 stars, what if this future content is going to be something that we need to look for our god rolls, in a sense, right? If, like, my chest piece is a tradable great leveling piece, if I can add another roll to that, that'd be great. So part of me doesn't want to part with everything. I don't want to part with all my good stuff, but insightful. Today I don't think I got as much as I was really thinking I was going to get. I thought I was going to have to break down everything for a few things to learn, but I got a lot of mods today. A lot of mods. Didn't expect as many mods. We also got a nuke in the background, so I got to head on over and check that out. So we'll have to do, you know, fingers crossed. The next part will be
weapons. I have multiple weapons put aside. That'll be the next test. And we'll see exactly if I can get lucky learning some other legendary crafting recipes, we'll call them.